expect more foreign investments to pour into the country this year. This with the giant leap of the Philippines in the competitiveness ranking. Freddy Abando reports.
Hopes run high for what is expected to be a banner year for the Philippine economy in 2013, better than what was recorded in 2012, which is the second in Asia.
I'm absolutely bullish for this year. I was optimistic for 2012. I'm just as optimistic, if not more so, for 2013. The reason is that, we took a look at what worked and what doesn't work. And this is happening all over the country, all over the government.
The performance of the economy was based on solid economic fundamentals. Along with it is the giant leap of its competitiveness ranking in the World Economic Forum. The rankings is a basis for foreign investors to consider a country as a destination for their investments.
The competitiveness and economic numbers, they go together. And one of the reasons why there's been such a great emphasis by this administration on competitiveness is because the realization that there's a high correlation. If you're competitive in your rankings, you tend to have a very strong economy, and that you could see that all over the world, no? So it's important for us to move our rankings up. And in Southeast Asia, in ASEAN in particular, among the ASEAN 10, 8 of them are covered in the competitiveness rankings. Most reports, no? And we are in a highly competitive region, among the most competitive in the world, in fact.
A major achievement in the rankings is the campaign against corruption, credited to President Aquino's commitment when he assumed office in 2010.
We've made big improvements in corruption. Again, corruption is one of those things that is consistently measured in a competitiveness index. If I take a look at the World Economic Forum, in the last 2 years, we've improved our ranking on that indicator alone, called institutions and governance. We've improved by over 35 countries. We've overtaken 35 countries in the last 2 years.
Bill Luz, one of the top guns in the National Competitiveness Council, is optimistic the economic gains is slowly achieving the President's vision of inclusive growth, which eventually will benefit the poor. With the pickup of manufacturing and the boom of tourism, job generation, especially in the countryside, will reduce poverty.
We can move people relatively quickly into manufacturing jobs and into tourism sector jobs with relatively easy short training programs. It takes much longer to get into the higher level jobs, but some entry-level jobs, I think that people can get into quite quickly.
There is plenty of good news for Filipinos to celebrate, but the challenge to do even better is far greater. According to Luz, Filipinos are starting to believe the promise of prosperity can be fulfilled. And the World Economic Forum in Davos, Switzerland, is the ideal stage for President Aquino to share with the global community the economic miracle unfolding in the Philippines. It's a gathering of world leaders and the top guns of the global economy, a stage where Filipinos can stand proud for our achievements.
Oh, absolutely. I think he's done a great job. Many people have criticized him for things. People didn't believe in the programs, but one thing I find is that he has stuck, to his program, and it tells me then that he's really thought it through, all the pros and cons of a program. He has stuck to it. People doubted it could happen, but they did, and they've been successful. So people doubted he had the political will to pull things off, but he's gotten them done. And I think the economy has responded beautifully to these things. So he's done a great job, I think.
For the People's Television Network, this is Freddy Abando reporting.